A sheep never leads and a lion never follows. Today, we're going to take a look at the Pride, a new crypto project launched on the Kronos chain. As with everything that we look at on Crypto Warehouse, we are going to do a deep dive on this project. We're going to have a look at their website, their roadmap, the staking, the NFTs, and we're going to give you our conclusion on what we think of the Pride. Then at the end, we're going to give you our conclusion and ask yourself this question. Are you a sheep or are you a lion? Let's get into it. Let's head over to the Lion website then and have a look around. There are three key elements on here. The white paper, which we will look at in a second. Staking, which we will also look at in a second. And first of all, we'll go through the roadmap. Where is the Pride headed? Now, although the project is only a few weeks old, they've already achieved notable success and they have been carrying out burns. They are burning tokens as they reach these milestones. This will generate hype and that will lead to higher prices. Now, the second element to any token being a success in the long term is utility of the token. Now, they have an NFT project, which we're going to have a look at, but they also have staking that's available on different time periods. That's important as it will lock up the supply, and of course a lower supply on exchanges and a lower supply on dexes means again higher prices. And in this instance, once they reach a $500,000 market cap, they will also allow you to stake your NFTs. So with the Pride, you'll be able to stake your tokens and you'll be able to stake your NFTs. This, in my opinion, will drive the price of the NFTs. And the question really should be, do you hold NFTs, do you hold the token, or do you hold both? Now, I've read through the white paper, and this is more of a mission statement than a white paper. In most white papers, I expect to see tokenomics, utility, details about staking, but in this instance, this is the ethos of the Pride. What are they trying to do? And in short, they are trying to create a group of mobilized individuals that will work together to push Pride forward. And by being part of the community, actively engaging on X and in their Discord channels, you will become part of the Pride. So again, this is a very clear mission statement and it sets out the ethos of what I think Pride means to the members that have built it and been part of it. Now, before we move on, I'm going to show you very quickly and simply how to buy this token. From their homepage, they have a flashing icon that says Buy Pride. Now, they link off to WolfSwap, which we've made many videos about in the past. But what many of you might not know is they have an AI contract checker. If you click on that, it will show you this. And this, very simply put, tells you that Pride is a token that passes all of the automated checks. So once you've checked the token out, simply press the swap button and you will be a proud holder of Pride. First up then, staking, and you will see a very snazzy page in front of you that shows you all of your different staking options. You can stake for a week, for a month, or for a whole year. And as you can see, I have staked 50,000 Pride. That was very, very simple, very, very quick. And what a cool looking staking page. So what will happen now is my 50,000 Pride will generate returns, and in 6 days time, I will be able to come back here, claim back my 50,000 Pride and any rewards that I have earned over that period in time. It's really, really simple. You need a crypto.com DeFi wallet. That's the one that I recommend. Top it up with Pro, go to WolfSwap, buy your Pride, come here and stake it. That is it. Now, before we leave, one thing I want to say about these staking rewards, they do look excessively high, but you have to remember, new tokens always have to incentivize people to buy them and stake them. You don't just have to look at Pride, you can look at Matic, you can look at Solana, you can look at many other tokens that when they launched, they were upwards of 30%. Now, as time has gone by and the tokens are fully circulated, you see a return of 3 or 4 or 5%. If you look at WolfSwap, that was offering 50, 60, 70%. A year ago, it's now offering 20%. As the token expands and the market cap grows, the emissions of the tokens will fall. And in this instance, these are the types of emissions you're not simply going to see in 6 months' time. Now, as we said before, there are two parts to the Pride. First is the token, which we've just shown you how to buy and stake. The second part is the NFT project, and this is super cool. There are 3,000 of them. Now, the way that the schematics work in terms of colours is very, very clever. It's black and white and grey with one accent colour. This is a nice layout. We've looked at many NFT projects on Crypto Warehouse and we've liked some of them, we haven't liked others. In this instance, this is right up my street. Now, the floor price of these NFTs is coming in at around about 100 Crow. That is give or take $8 to $10 to buy one of these NFTs. Now, we said before there will be NFT staking available. So by buying one of these NFTs now, you will be able to earn Pride tokens later on when the market cap reaches $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. Now, I would imagine over a period of time, these will start to change for a lot higher prices. We have on this channel before bought Boomer Squad NFTs, they've held value. We've looked at Croginals, they've held value. Any NFT that actually has utility, whether it be staking or otherwise, will hold its value. NFT projects that don't have any kind of utility, they are the ones that fall towards 5 or 10 or 20 Crow. Now, as with everything we cover on these review videos, all of the links are going to be left below. We're going to leave a link off to Abyssospace so you can go and have a look at their NFT project. We will leave a link to WolfSwap so you can go and buy the token, and we will leave a link to the staking page so you can go and stake your tokens. Now, if we check out the token on Dexscreener, we can take a look at a few things on here, including the price action. As you can see from this chart, it is up and to the right, but as with all new tokens, it's going to have more dips and pumps as the token starts to appreciate in value. Now, the project has been around for just under 3 weeks, a healthy period of time to see what is going on. The token hasn't pumped and dumped, and it is starting to appreciate in value. As more and more holders take foot, we should see this start to go up a bit further. There's about $20,000 in liquidity in the pool, and for a project of this market cap, I think that's a very healthy number. Let's head over to have a look at their X account then and see what they've been up to. Again, as I said at the beginning, make sure to give them a follow on X and show some support to the team, as well as go over to Discord and say hello from me. 8 hours ago, it was announced they have burned 5% of the total supply of Pride. They have some very achievable targets to burn further amounts of Pride as and when the market cap increases. And another reason to follow them on X is this: they give away their NFTs in competitions. Those NFTs, in my opinion, are going to be worth their weight in gold if Pride continues along this path. And only a few days ago, they won a competition with VVS, and I think they're only a few days away from being listed on VVS as a project, and that will increase the demand on this token. So make sure, whatever you do, follow them on X. So in conclusion then, what do we think of the Pride? Well, first of all, everything you do in crypto carries a certain level of risk. That's why you need to carry out your own risk management. Do not invest in any project, whether it be the Pride or not, without the knowledge that you may lose your entire investment. With regards to the Pride then, it's unusual we find a project that ticks every single box. The majority of the time, we have a threshold of 4 or 5 items: the roadmap, the team, the token, the price action, the tokenomics. All of those things give us a good feeling about the project. With the Pride, however, we haven't found anything so far that would indicate that this isn't going to be a success. What we would say, however, is the Pride needs to take the next step, as do a lot of tokens. They have to continue the hype. They have to continue to keep the eyes on the project. Then, over time, and when it becomes an established project, it will join the likes of Croginals. It will join the likes of Push and other projects on Chronos, which have seen out that initial bull phase. So for the Pride to succeed, the pack has to stay together. However, there is no reason to believe that they won't achieve this. Remember, time in the market outperforms timing the market, and as long as the Pride sticks together, I can see a bright future. And in answer to the question I posed at the beginning of this video, I would rather live 1 day as a lion than 100 years as a sheep. Check out the Pride. All of the links will be below this video. Don't forget to give them a follow on X as well. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. You, as always, have been great. I have been Mike. Until the next video, goodbye.
You never know, kid, he might grow up to be a lion or a tiger.